What's good, YouTube? Dom Statement Sports Cards here, back with another video. Hope you're all doing well. It's been a busy month for your boy. Outside of the hobby, in the hobby, things have been pretty slow. I've been saving up for my Willie Mays autograph, as well as trying to budget and plan to attend a show in the future. If you know, you know. But my good friend and yours, Sammy Thunder, sent me a picture a few weeks ago asking me if I had this bad boy in my collection yet, the 1979 Topps comic of Carl Yastrzemski, which I did not, and Sammy picked it up for me and said the next time we ran into each other, he would hand this off to me. So I really appreciate you thinking of me, my friend, and you were setting up at the Milford, Connecticut show this past weekend, as you often do, and I was able to come and meet up with you, not only pick up this gift, but support you as well. Sammy has done a great job compiling an inventory of vintage baseball and basketball cards, both high-end, mid-end, and low-grade. Tons of great stuff, and I could not recommend using him as a dealer any more than I possibly could. And one of the things that really stuck out to me in his new inventory was he had a 1969 Globe import set, which was a gas station distribution back in the day. They're mini playing cards, and of course, I wanted the Carl Yastrzemski, so I got the Ace of Clubs Yastrzemski from him, as well as a personal favorite of mine, Mr. Willie Davis. Got a couple more Yaz's I didn't have. The 1969 Topps stamp, which is actually pretty clean. The 1966 Topps rub-off, which a lot of times PSA and SGC will slab this way, facing front, which I get the name is spelled out correctly this way, but to me, this is the front of the card. And that's how I'm going to display mine, and I think it looks a lot better that way. And finally, from Sammy, I picked up some 1979 sportscasters, including what I call the missing link here, the hidden ball trick featuring Carl Yastrzemski at first base trying to make a tag on a runner. And Dave, my good buddy at Legends of the Dugout, had gifted me the other two Yastrzemskis from the sportscaster set, so this was the one that I was missing. So I was able to complete that entire run through friendships on YouTube. Sammy, thank you so much for the deals. It was great to chat and hang with you for a bit. Can't wait till our next meetup, my friend. I'll leave the link to his channel in the description below. And the only other pickup I made, I didn't break the bank at this show. I was just trying to be opportunistic. And I found this card, 1968 Topps Al Kaline PSA 2. And the front of this card is magnificent. The burlap really hides all flaws. If you turn it over on the back and look closely, you can see what the flaw is. Somebody really liked this card and rubber banded it and took it everywhere they went. But to me, it's still a great example of the 1968 Topps Al Kaline. And to get a PSA graded card that looks this good for $15, I'm going to do that all day. There's a ton of VRs going on, and I apologize that I haven't been able to get to all of them. I'm going to try to do some of them over time here, but one that I definitely wanted to get in because it's linked to today's episode is for my good friend Rocket Rick J18. Rick is a phenomenal set collector who is just a wealth of knowledge. I had the pleasure of meeting him in Chicago, and walking the show floor and hanging out with him was just an absolute pleasure. And for his 1 year on YouTube, as well as his 300 subscriber contest, he wants us to show a card in our collection that was influenced by a YouTuber and to shout that YouTuber or YouTubers out. And I haven't been picking up a lot recently, but I'm in a group chat with a few YouTubers, two of them that are very passionate about the Topps Tiffany cards of the 1980s, and I've always been kind of on the boat that I think they're a little bit overrated and that I don't want to pay a premium for them. But my good friends Sammy at SFI Sports Cards and Dylan at Double D Vintage showed me some examples from their collection as well as ones that were currently on eBay of Topps Tiffany cards that weren't ridiculously expensive. Now, the rookie Tiffany's are really expensive and some of the bigger name Hall of Famers, but for me, I was able to add my first Tiffany card in the collection. The 1987 Topps Turn Back the Clock makes me think of Dylan again with another good friend, Adam, over at Splendid Sports Cards, who I was recently in a video with as well. This is just a really clean copy. You can tell it's a Tiffany by the bright white back. And I now own a Tiffany card in my collection. Am I going to go on a huge Tiffany run now because of Sammy and Dylan? Probably not. But now that I know that you can find them affordable, this was less than $2 shipped to my door, I'm going to be on the lookout for some of the players and cards that I like from the Topps Tiffany era and maybe pick up a few more over time here and there. But this is a great first card for me to get in that pursuit. Thank you to Sammy and Dylan for pushing me over the edge, for helping me get my first Tiffany card, as well as my good friend Rick for putting on this VR. There are so many things in my collection that are inspired by watching so many great collectors like you on YouTube. So no matter what's going on in life, always try to find time, get back to it, make videos, and love the hobby, everybody. It's something that is an outlet for a lot of us and is truly a pleasure to be part of such an amazing community like this. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one.